very nice. It's good to have options, goalies. That's got a good feel to it too. What's up guys, KVG here. I'm back to talk about more Supreme Fuse product. Here we have the stick. This is my first time seeing it. Ooh, I like this grip. That's awesome. All right, this has a really good feel. We've got the spine in the back. Okay, wheels are turning. I got a lot of questions. Once again, I gotta bring in Elliott, the product expert. Elliott, come over here, buddy. Tell me and the people more about this stick. How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you again.
Yeah, likewise. So first thing I noticed was that. So can we start with that? Because it feels like it's just, I don't know, feels like it's like molded to your hand, if that makes any sense. But how did that come about?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's our Ergo grip is what we call it. It was first introduced on Pulse, that came out back at the end of last year. That was kind of our limited release. And feedback was really good on it, so we decided to bring it into the mainstream with Supreme. We know not every goalie got to try a Pulse because they sold out pretty quick, but now this is going to be kind of available for the masses for 2 years. So really excited for more goalies to get a chance to try it. But like you said, this was kind of developed up in our research and development facility up in Blainville. They wanted a more natural way to hold the goalie stick. Everyone always plays around with steep shoulders, trigger shoulders, round shoulders. But we thought, there might be something better, kind of evolving off of our Pentagrip that helped fill in some of that negative space in your hand when you hold it. Mm-hmm. So they decided, well, why don't we just see how much negative space there really is? Pentagrip helped solve some of that, but there's still a little bit of negative space, at the top of the shoulder, kind of in the back of your hand. So they were playing around with, putties and things like that to really see, okay, what would be the most natural way to hold a goalie stick and have the most contact with it with no negative space? And this is what they came up with.
That makes a lot of sense. And as soon as I grabbed it, I'm like, this feels familiar. I thought it was the same as the Pulse, but I didn't want to misinform our goalie followers here. So that is awesome. Very popular stick. I coach a lot of goalies back home, and it seems like every kid has one of these. So now that it's more mainstream, from an availability standpoint, I'm guessing they can get team colors and all that good stuff. So that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the grip isn't the only thing we took from the Pulse as well. So it's got the same tapered shaft and tapered spine construction as well. So it's going to help kind of lower that kick point and give the goalies a more responsive feel when they're playing the puck. And Pulse did come with a P28G, that big hook of a curve that we have. Yeah. This will be offered in that, but as stock, it'll come as a P31. Okay. So some of those goalies that haven't, quite decided they want that bigger curve, we know P31 is still more comfortable for a lot of goalies, so that's going to be kind of the go-to. But you'll still have the option to get it in a P28G if you want.
So what you're saying is we're going to see more goalie goals now with this.
That's the hope. Yeah, I mean we gotta even it out somehow.
Yeah. That's awesome. What a great looking stick too. I love the black and the silver and the teal. That's a good look, right? Very Pulse-esque, but just like I said before, being able to match your team, why wouldn't you want this stick?
Yeah, so this is the first time we went with like this dark of a black base stick as well for our Supreme in a while. Typically we kind of keep it that lighter, silver base. But you can obviously still get that in custom, so you can do silver base, you can do your color bases, you can white it out. We actually have an all-white version that you'll be able to get in stores as well. But pretty cool kind of stock graphic way, and then of course 5 different zones to customize it however you want to match your team. You can still change that shoulder as well in custom if you're not convinced on the Ergo grip, you want a steep shoulder or just a traditional stock, you can get that as well.
That's awesome. Can we take this one on the ice?
Absolutely.
All right.
But this isn't the only new Supreme stick in our lineup. We also have a new F50 Pro as well.
Oh, nice.
Let's check that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So here's our new F50 Pro. This is like our second price point model of stick, but it's got some big upgrades over its predecessor. So, this used to be kind of a little bit of a more traditional stick build. Now this gets a real Supreme build. So it's got the Ergo spine, so not the tapered spine that's in Fuse, but the same geometry that was in Shadow and Mach and Protocol. And then it also gets Pentagrip now for the first time. We're getting some of those grip features now all the way through the Supreme lineup. So really thinking about it, it's kind of like a Protocol with that spine and that Pentagrip both in one, but a little bit more of an accessible price point.
It's very nice. It's good to have options, goalies. That's got a good feel to it too.
And then same thing, this too at retail will be available in this stock colorway, but there's also one where the teal instead is blue or red, and then there's a white out as well. Give you kind of that pro look.
Very nice.
Now I know it's still not the right hand for you.
It is not. I'm a full right. This is a full wrong, but hey, it's the first ever fuse set, and I'm just pumped I get to test it out. So it is what it is, but the look is complete.
Yeah. Rate the setup. What do you guys think? Should KVG switch to a full black setup?
Or the better question is, should I switch to the fuse setup? I think the answer might be yes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So, you know, you already saw the look in studio, but now how does it feel in hand now that it's on the ice?
It has really good feel, really good balance, of course, like any high-end stick, but just like that grip that the Pulse had, why that was so popular, this is awesome. It just locks in your hand perfectly. There's no negative space like you were saying earlier, and I just feel like I have ultimate grip on this bad boy, which is huge, right? When you're trying to press down, seal the ice on those low shots, having that grip without negative space, I think is going to be very beneficial.
Yeah. And now for someone coming from maybe like a Vaporfly like that had Pentagrip, how would you kind of describe that difference between the two?
So when this first came out, I really liked it because it was different and I felt like I was able to grip better. But like you alluded to earlier, this just fills all the negative space and it just feels like it just forms to your hand, like putty, like how you guys designed it initially. So I would say if you like this, you'll probably love this.
Awesome. Well, you want to take a few shots off
Yeah,
it, or?
absolutely. I like it. Still, that curve is gnarly. I do love this for trying to score empty netters, but normally my team has like a 5-goal lead by the time we get in the third period, so this curve's growing on me, but it's cool that it's gonna come with other options too.
All right, let's see how KVG handles a few dump-ins here.
Ooh, okay, all right. Let me rip another one. I like this. Tape to tape. Look at that accuracy. Oh.
One more.
Yep. You guys see that head check? Up the boards. There we go.
Right to
There
the
we
tape.
go. Not bad. Not bad.
Well, once again, continue to impress. Not too bad for using your wrong hand. How did it feel?
Felt pretty good.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was like once I figured out how to grip it, because that felt weird for obvious reasons. I mean, you saw, just tape to tape.
Yeah.
Had a couple right up the boards. Like, I was feeling it.
Could you feel that, you know, new tapered shaft and spine, kind of that little bit of a lower kick point than you might be used
actually,
to?
yeah. Now that you say that, check this out. So when you grip here, see how I'm flexing there?
Yeah, that
Right?
action point is way down here now.
Yeah. No, actually, I did notice that.
Yeah. You know,
Pretty cool feature.
people don't think about kick points when it comes to goalies, but we can score too.
Yeah. I mean, they do now. And we've seen a lot of goal attempts, and there's more happening at all levels, so it's only going to happen more. Everyone's talking about, oh, Michigan's. It's like, all right, let's put some more emphasis on the goals. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But no, it's a very cool feature. You guys got to get one of these bad boys. Elliott, thanks for showing me and everybody this new stick, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.